What's going on, guys? Seth here from Team Union Seth, back as your coach of the Philadelphia Pharaohs for our Week 3 battle in the RPL Season 2. We are going up against the Durham Granbulls this week. They are also 2-0. I think they're. Let me double check their differential. They're in our division. They are +7 for their differential, as we are +5, I believe. So they're ahead of us in the division. Just by a couple differential points. So this match is essentially for the division lead, as well as who's going to stay undefeated. So as you guys can see on screen, if you want to check out this doc, you can check it out in the link below. You can find the doc, find all the teams, all the information about the league, everything in there. So feel free to check that out. It'd be awesome if you guys can follow along and stay up to date with all that stuff. If you have not watched the power rankings, those went up on Monday. So feel free to check those out as well to see where each team is ranked. And then every Friday I'm posting updates for the league as well, so make sure you stay up to date with that and everything that's going on in RPL Season 2. So, getting into their team, she has Blacephalon, Rotom Wash, Amoonguss, Crocodile, Drudagon, Cryogonal, Mienshao, Clefable, Chatot, Armaldo, and Mega Metagross, which is extremely scary. So, getting into my team. So we have Vision here. Vision, our Mega Slowbro, with Scald. I'm sorry, I don't know why that's oblivious. That needs to be Regenerator. Bam. With Scald, Psyshock, Slack Off, and Calm Mind. We have 248 in HP, 252 in defense, 8 in special defense with the Bold Nature. This thing is more just if we get rid of the main threats on her team that can potentially hurt this thing, such as, Crocodile, maybe. Knockoff isn't even going to do a whole lot to this thing. But things that can take it out, like Blacephalon, could potentially be a threat. Rotom Wash. We can take out a couple threats to Vision to our Slowbro. We can set up and potentially sweep there. But the thing is also just a nice pivot in general for their team. It also really helps us with things like Mienshao, Mega Metagross mainly. I do expect Mega Metagross to have Thunder Punch, but it is there, if necessary. We have Frozone, our Weavile, with the Lumberry and Pickpocket this week. We have Knockoff, Icicle Crash, Poison Jab, and Taunt. 16 in HP, 252 in attack, 4 in special defense, and 236 in speed with the Adamant Nature. This is our... Double checking my notes here. Okay. Yeah, so Weavile is here to potentially lead and stop something like the Drudagon from getting up rocks. It could potentially scare out something like the Crocodile, even Rotom Wash. It can do a decent chunk too. We have the Lumberry in case Rotom wants to Will-O-Wisp, in case Clefable wants to Thunder Wave. Poison Jab with this set. Poison Jab does 2-hit KO I believe a fully defensive Clefable. So that's something to keep in mind. If it's not fully defensive, then we almost two-shot it. But the Lumberry is there, and then we have Pickpocket, so I can potentially take a Leftovers or something from one of her walls after the Lumberry is used, which I thought was pretty cool. So next up, we have Caesar, the Infernape, with the Choice Scarf this week, and Iron Fist finally bringing an offensive Infernape with U-Turn, Earthquake, Close Combat, and Fire Blast. So a little bit of a mixed set, 252 in attack, 4 in special attack, and 252 in speed with the Hasty Nature, so up speed minus defense. This thing is mainly to outspeed the Mega Metagross and fire off a big hit on that thing. It's also here to help take on the Crocodile, the Amoonguss, the Blacephalon potentially with Earthquake. So a lot of threats that Infernape can take out. Very much just for chipping down the team, getting chip damage on a lot of different things, and potentially sweeping at the end with close combat if necessary. It also helps a lot with Cryogonal, which is definitely important as well, because Cryogonal is very underrated in the format. Next up, we have Aki, our Roserade, with the Black Sludge and Natural Cure, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Dazzling Gleam, and Leech Seed. 248 in HP, 8 in defense, and 252 in special attack with the Modest Nature. We don't actually need any speed to outspeed things on her team. I don't expect the Rotom to have any speed just because, it's a Rotom. It doesn't normally run a ton of speed. And then everything else really outspeeds us at that point, so I don't have to run any speed, which is nice. So I decided to just go with a bulky attacker, as well as we have Leech Seed for some potential on his walls, or on her walls. Things like the Rotom, potentially Cryogonal on a switch in, or maybe even the Metagross might be nice on another switch in. So things like that will be cool. Dazzling Gleam is there for the Drudagon, just in case I need to get rid of that thing, and it can also help with potential Crocodile if I don't want to Giga Drain or something like that. Next up, we have Imagine, our Noivern, The Assault Vest and Frisk, U-turn, Dark Pulse, Air Slash, and I forgot to put a final move. This was supposed to be Heat Wave, I believe. U-turn, Dark Pulse, Air Slash, and Heat Wave. Never mind, not Heat Wave, because we had Dark Pulse for the Metagross. What else did I want to put here? I think I just want a Dragon Stab. Whatever, Draco's fine. Alright, so we have 4 in Special Attack, 252 in Special Defense, 252 in Speed with the Calm Nature. So this thing is meant to help take on the Blacephalon. So it's mainly there for the Blacephalon to take hits from that potentially and fire back with the Dark Pulse. Frisk is nice. We can see if it's Scarfed, if it's Specs, if it's Life Orb, anything like that. The Speed is enough to outspeed Blacephalon. Max speed, timid Blacephalon, we can outspeed. And then we have, obviously, max special defense to help that Assault Vest. And then the coverage is just for the Blacephalon as well as U-turn, which I really like to play with as well. Excuse me. And then last but not least, we have Mind the Sableye with the Leftovers and Prankster. Will-O-Wisp, Recover, Counter, and Knockoff. 248 in HP, 8 in attack, 252 in defense with the Impish Nature. This is our main counter to the Mega Metagross. Now, Mega Metagross does not 2-hit KO this set with an Adamant Meteor Mash. So Adamant Meteor Mash does not 2-hit KO this set. She's most likely going to be running Jolly anyway because of my Infernape. So probably going to be running Jolly either way. We live 2 Meteor Mashes. Counter is there just if I can catch her off guard with that, it'll be pretty cool. So if like I have Sableye in, she brings in Metagross and goes for something. If I don't want to go for Willow, I want to catch her off guard with that counter, I can do that. Willow is there for that Metagross mainly. Can also help with things like the Mienshao, like the Crocodile, Druddigon, that kind of stuff. Recover, obviously to recover health, and the Knockoff is nice just for some chip damage as well as being super effective on the Metagross if I need to finish it off with something there. So that is the team. We're going to get right into the battle. So as you can see, we have the challenge here. I'm actually going to decline this because it needs to be anything goes. It's supposed to be at least. So we're going to reject that. We're going to wait for her to send another challenge. So the team overall is not like super scary. If you guys saw the post-draft power rankings, she was ranked super high. She's been ranked super high the past couple of weeks. Just because her team is very well rounded. Mega Metagross is a threat. It is scary in the format just because it can be so easily customized each week. So definitely scary there. Let's make sure my phone's on silent. Definitely scary there. So we're going to accept the request. Ah, dang it! I always forget to what's it called? I always forget to validate my team. So let's see. We're gonna go with counter. There was another move I was looking to do. It was something else that I had in mind. Can't remember what it was right now. I don't want toxic. Let's see. Super professional. I don't know why I always forget to validate my teams. Let's go with Fire Punch. Yeah, no. Let's see. You know, Magic Coat. If I really want to. Yeah, why not? Go with Magic Coat. I mean, there's really nothing else I'd rather put there. Alright, so we see the Blacephalon. We see the Mega Metagross. So, Blacephalon, Metagross, Rotom. Just make sure I know Rotom W. Not that it would really matter. Cryo, Clef, and Mienshao. So definitely somewhat of what I expected. And she said hi, YouTube. Definitely things that I expected. Potential leads. I'm thinking she's probably just going to lead with either the Rotom or the Clef. Or potentially Mienshao. I think either way, Aki's a pretty good lead. I really don't see the Blacephalon leading if she does lead with it. I do have my Noivern, but I think Aki's a pretty decent lead. I could potentially Leech Seed if I want to, and see what's upstairs. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with Aki. As we see the Mienshao lead, so not bad. So we see the Mienshao is faster, which is expected. And I'm going to fire off a Leech Seed because I don't think she would switch in the Clef. There's a Fake Out. Fake Out is about 19%, and we reveal the Black Sludge. So we see Fake Out. I'm actually going to calc that damage real quick. Yeah, there we go. Mian Shao. That's fine, because this is Fake Out, right? Yeah. Roserade. Is it not letting me? That is annoying. So we're gonna go with Roserade once I can find it. There we go. Okay. Fake Out did a little more, so definitely has some attack investment. I'm just gonna fire off the Leech Seed again. There's a U-turn. Does about 37%. So chipping down the Roserade, but Roserade isn't super important here. There's the Cryogonal, so we get a Leech Seed off. We get some health back. And we're most likely just going to see an Ice move here. Probably something like a Freeze Dry, in case I want to switch in the my Vision. Let's see how much Weavile is taking from this. I don't know why it does that. You know what? Screw this. Weavile. Frozone, Cryogonal. Freeze Dry doesn't do much, and Knockoff will take it out afterwards. So I think that's the play. Yeah, I think that's the play. I don't see why not. Predicting a Freeze Dry. There's the Weavile. We see a Rapid Spin. Gets rid of the Seed, but that's not a huge deal. So we see the Rapid Spin on Cryo. Personally, I wouldn't have done that because that's kind of just wasting a turn. Probably figured I was going to switch anyway. I could go for a Knock, which is not a bad play. I think that is the play. Because what's this switch? Clefable? Clefable's most likely to switch. This thing puts on a lot of pressure. I could Poison Jab. How much is that doing to this thing? Almost half. I think I'd rather Knock and get rid of the Clefable's leftovers or whatever item it's holding. I think that's just a good play in general. So we see the lefties on the Cryo as well. There's the Clef, that's fine. I could have predicted that and Poison Jabbed. Now, how much am I taking? There's the lefties. So we saw the lefties, and I'm going to cross that out to let me know that it was knocked off. So let's see, a Clefable. Moonblast doesn't take me out. I had calced that before, so I don't know if I really want to take that chance, though. I don't know if I want to weaken my Weavile that much yet. I think Aki is just the best play overall, so I think that's what I'm going to go for. Going into my Roserade, because Moonblast, we're going to eat it up. If she wants to Thunder Wave or something like that, we'll eat it up. Even Flamethrower probably isn't going to do a whole lot. If we just look in here, you know, even Flamethrower, that's the Weavile. Flamethrower to Aki. Yeah, it's not doing a ton. I mean, we can fire back with a Sludge Bomb. There's a Protect. Interesting. So we see a Protect as I get into my Roserade. So I could Leech Seed again, but there's no real point to doing that because of the potential Magic Guard. So I could also go for a Sludge Bomb. So I mean, Sludge Bomb is the obvious play here. She could go into Cryo, predicting that. I could double back into Weavile, which I don't really want to do. I don't want to risk my Weavile like that. I think Sludge Bomb is just the appropriate play, because I do have a switch into Metagross if necessary. There's the Mienshao. We do see the regen. Okay, we get a big Sludge Bomb off and the poison. So I'm just gonna write down regen. Yeah. We don't see an item on the Mienshao yet. I don't believe we saw the Life Orb either. Yeah, no, we didn't. So here I could go for a Giga Drain. If she's predicting the Sludge Bomb, she's not gonna go in a Clef. So I'm kind of thinking she's just gonna knock off, just to get rid of the Black Sludge. And I don't really want to let her do that, but I don't feel like there's a whole lot else I can do in this situation. I need my Scarf from the Infernape for the Metagross and for the potential Scarf Blacephalon. So I think I am just going to Giga Drain. There's the U-turn. And there's a Cryogonal. Okay. So we get a little bit of chip damage, a little bit of health back. We still have the Black Sludge. And Frozone's a very obvious play at this point. I'm actually going to go into... I'm going to go into here, and we're going to see what kind of moves the Cryo gets. We're going to see what kind of moves Cryogonal gets in terms of things that it could do to Roserade or potentially Weavile. Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing a whole lot. Signal Beam maybe. But this thing's special attack isn't, like, phenomenal. I think Weavile might be a decent switch. I think Caesar's actually a better switch at this point. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Caesar, and I can always U-turn out and get some momentum. But we're just going to see what she wants to do. So we switch out to Infernape. There's a Freeze Dry. We eat that up. We don't get frozen, which is nice. So we see the Freeze Dry. And U-turn's super obvious, but I think it might be the best play. Clef or Blacephalon. Blacephalon might actually be the play, but U-turn is definitely my play. Yes, okay, there's the Rotom Wash. That was somewhat expected as well. So we see the Rotom, and this is just an opportunity to go back into Aki. Just a great opportunity to go back into Aki. So I see no reason not to. We see the lefties on the Rotom. Jeez, a lot of leftovers. See, I don't like to use a ton of leftovers. I try to mix it up a little bit and use different items if I can. I mean, I have, Black Sludge and then leftovers. So I have 2, essentially, on this team. So we did 18 with U-turn. I'm going to calc that. I need to stop putting this in my mouth. It just doesn't sound right. So I apologize. But we're going to calc that damage on the Rotom Wash. So U-turn did about 18%. So it doesn't look like it's a super defensive Rotom. It could be specially defensive. Or we just got a pretty high roll. So, like I said, it could be specially defensive. Roserade. Giga Drain is doing it has a chance to kill from here. Good chance to kill from here. I feel like Giga Drain is the play just to kind of chip it down. Yeah, I could have gone for another what's it called? Another Leech Seed, but I feel like that wasn't really the best play. Now let me keep Roserade in here. Let's count the Cryogonal. Freeze Dry does about half, but I'm not really doing anything back with this thing, so there's no real point in keeping it. I'm gonna go into Frozone. I'm gonna keep mixing it up. There's the Metagross. Okay. So, how much is a Bullet Punch gonna do to me? How much is a Bullet Punch gonna do to me? I'm pretty sure it kills. Bullet Punch doesn't kill. Oh, that's not max attack. Jolly max attack. Yeah, Bullet Punch definitely kills. So I'm just gonna double into Vision. I'm definitely just gonna double into Vision. This is scary, very scary. I'm pretty sure Metagross gets Pursuit, but I don't think it's. I mean, you don't really click that on a Weavile. Could click it on the Slowbro. I apologize if that was muted. My mic does this weird thing sometimes, so I apologize. But here's my opportunity to stay in and potentially slack off, seeing what he wants to do. I could also potentially double into something like Aki or my Sableye. So we see the Bullet Punch. We see the BP. Obviously it's Mega. So I'm trying to think. She could Thunder Punch, which is pretty expected. How much is Thunder Punch doing to my regular Slowbro? Vision. Let's put in T-Punch. Thunder Punch to regular Slowbro is doing 40 to 47. If I'm Mega, it does 27 to 33. So, yeah, my Scald isn't doing a whole lot either way. I feel like Scald might be the play, though, because I can always just double out. Yeah, let's go for the Scald. Okay, doubles out to the Mienshao. Interesting. Interesting turn of events. So that may very well mean that she does not have Thunder Punch. That may very well mean that she doesn't have Thunder Punch. Now, a knockoff here is definitely expected. I'm thinking I could slack off or I could calm mind. Thinking I could slack off or I could calm mind. I think calm mind is a better play. I could get rid of the Mian Shao right now and not get greedy. Fake out's a very obvious play. So I could double into you and let you take more poison damage. I don't want to get my leftovers knocked off on Sableye though. So I'm just going to go for Calm Mind. Fake out's probably coming. There's the U-turn. So we go for the Calm Mind. Now I didn't really waste the turn necessarily. I didn't really think about that. I figured it was going to be Fake out or knockoff. There's a Rotom Wash. So we go for the Calm Mind. And I can very easily just switch out. I can also stay in potentially. So if I'm +1 Spadef and special attack. And we have the Rotom here. Is Rotom one of her... I don't know what that was with my voice. Is Rotom one of her Z users? Splecephalon and Chatot. Okay, so no. Rotom's not a Z user. So I'm +1/+1. Volt Switch is doing 32 to 38. Now I could very freely just slack off here. Because we know it's not spec. So I could very freely slack off. And I think that's honestly my play. That's what I'm going to do. We see a Toxic. Okay. So that's not the best. That's very unfortunate. However, a Psyshock, yeah, that is pretty unfortunate. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but that's totally my fault. So I am just gonna, I could Scald, I could also Psyshock. I think I'm gonna Psyshock, as we see the Volt Switch, so I can regenerate her off this damage. I'm just gonna have to work around the Toxic. So we see the Clefable. There's a Psyshock. This could very well be Unaware Clefable. And not Magic Guard. So we see Unaware. Unaware Psyshock is 22. What if you are not Unaware? What if you're Magic Guard? And it's definitely doing more. So this is Unaware Clefable. Definitely Unaware Clefable. So I can double out. I'm pretty free to double into Aki. And if I can get like, I don't have anything to get residual. I mean, I have the Will-O-Wisp, but there's a Flamethrower to Aki. We see the Flamethrower on Clef. So I'm going to slow down for a second. And just kind of relax. Stop talking for a second. Or just slow down my talking at least. And think. So we see the Flamethrower. So she could definitely go for it again. It's not going to kill Roserade. It's not going to kill Aki. Sludge Bomb should kill from here. Cryogonal is a very obvious switch. Very obvious switch. So I could stay in and Leech Seed, which I think is actually a pretty decent play. So I think that's what I'm going to do. What are my other options? I go into Caesar. I don't really like that. I don't want to go into Imagine. I mean, this is, I think, my best play is just to stay in and Leech Seed. That's not bad. We get a Leech Seed on the Metagross, get some chip damage, get some health back. That's not bad. So I can go into Vision, or I can go into Sableye. Now I can hard predict the Psychic move here, and go into Sableye, and I think that might actually be my play. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go into Sableye. There's the Ice Punch. So we see Ice Punch from Metagross. So she's probably gonna expect a Willow, and go into like Rotom or something. I kind of just want to knock off. I think knockoff might be my best play, and that's what I'm going to do. There's the Mian Xiao. Okay, interesting. There's a knockoff. We get a crit. Does a good amount of damage. U-turn is probably coming. I feel like I just want to knock off again, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, there's the U-turn. So we got rid of the AV, which was on there. So AV, that's gone. And something else is going to get knocked off. Probably going to be Clef, if I'm being completely honest. Probably going to be the Clefable. I don't know what else it would be. It could be maybe Rotom. I don't see the want in the Rotom. There's a knockoff. We'd already gotten rid of its leftovers. So it could Soft Boiled, which would be interesting. Am I taking a Moonblast is the question. Am I taking a Moonblast? We are not taking a Moonblast. So, my thing is I want to predict the rocks and Magic Coat. But I don't want to risk losing my Sableye. I feel like Moonblast is just going to be the play. I feel like Moonblast is just simply the play. So I'm going to double into Aki. Try to eat the Moonblast. Sableye is still very valuable against the Metagross. Definitely still very valuable against the Metagross. Sableye is excellent against the Metagross, knowing that it probably doesn't have Thunder Punch. There's the Moonblast. Okay, we don't get a special attack drop, which is actually pretty big. It's not how you spell Moonblast. That's how you spell Moonblast. There you go. So that non-special attack drop is pretty big. Leech Seed could definitely be predicted now, so I'm thinking a Cryogonal switch is most likely. I think a double into Caesar is my best play, because it handles the Metagross and it handles the Cryogonal. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to double into Caesar, predicting a double. There we go, into the Cryogonal. That's exactly what I was thinking. Now, I could close combat. Can Rotom take 2 close combats? Let's see. Can Rotom take 2 close combats from Infernape? I don't know if it can. But it's not that defensive. Let's just say 160 in defense. Give it that. Taking 2 is not going to be easy, but I do have a pretty dedicated switch to Rotom in Aki. So I think close combat is just going to be a good play overall. U-turn could get me some momentum, but I do kind of want to get rid of this thing. There's the Mienshao. So just sacks the Mienshao. Okay, so that's the first kill of the game. Ape kills Mienshao with CC. There's the Blacephalon. So this does give him an opportunity to set up. I am just going to go into Imagine. Just going to go into Imagine. So we see the Scarf. We see the Scarf. We eat that up. We see a Scarf. So we know that it has the Scarf. And we see the Shadow Ball, and it's locked into that. It is locked into that. So U-turn's probably just my best play here. I could drop a Draco. But I'm thinking she's just going to go into Clef. So I'm going to U-turn out. I don't see this thing staying in. I can still take 2 more hits from Blacephalon, potentially. So I don't see this thing staying in. If it does, I can double into the Weavile, because I know that it's locked into Shadow Ball. So that's definitely a play that can happen. So we see the Scarf, we see the Shadow Ball. Clef's left is knock off. The Mienshao's gone. Ape kills Mienshao with CC. Alright, so we're in a pretty good spot here. I feel like we've gotten the momentum back. Like I said, I just got pen on my hand. Like I said, if she stays in with this thing, I can go into Weavile. If she switches, I can switch appropriately into something else. Slowbro's use is definitely diminished quite a bit in this match, just because it's toxic, which sucks. I don't know why I didn't think about that. It's very unfortunate. Excuse me, there's the Rotom. So, Aki is a very obvious switch here. I kind of want to go into Weavile. How is Weavile taking on this Rotom? Not terribly, but not the best. So, Aki's definitely the play. I'm pretty sure Cryo gets Regenerator. I'm like 99% sure Cryogonal gets Regenerator. Not Regenerator, Recover. I could Dazzling Gleam. Not Dazzling Gleam. I could Sludge Bomb. What is Cryo at? Cryo's at 66. 2 Sludge Bombs is not going to take it out. I could Leech Seed. Giga Drain's the obvious play. I think I am just going to Leech Seed and try to get some health back. I think that is the play. If this Rotom wants to Willow, that's fine. I do have the Natural Cure, which is why this thing's such a good check to Rotom. So there's the Cryogonal. We get the Leech Seed off. Alright. So I don't want to stay in. I definitely want to switch out. The question is now just into who. She could spin again because that's what she did. That's what she did the first time. When I leech seeded her, the cryogonal. Just trying to think. So I don't think she's gonna double. I don't think there's a reason to double. I think just keeping the offensive pressure on is smart. I kind of just want to go into Weavile. I kind of want to go into Weavile and Poison Jab, honestly. But I am just going to go into Weavile. There's the Rotom. I think this is a really good opportunity to knock off. I actually want to calc how much a Blacephalon. Not specs, but we can calc it like that. Shadow Ball. Alright, so I can still live a Shadow Ball even if I get Hydro Pumped. So I am just going to knock off. I think. Do I want to knock off? See, I want to activate my Pickpocket and get his leftovers, but I know if he Willows... If she Willows me... that'll happen after the knockoff. But I'll still get my Lumberry. So... Actually, I am just going to knock off. We do about half. We knock off the lefties. There's a Volt Switch. Alright, we take that decently, and I still have a good amount of pressure on here. So, lefties are gone from Rotom. We see the Volt Switch. Alright. So, we're in a good place here. I got rid of the lefties, so knocking off a lot of items. Mienshell's gone. Clef doesn't have lefties. Rotom doesn't have lefties. We know that the Blacephalon is Scarfed. Obviously, the Mega Metagross has a Mega Stone, and the Cryogonal still has its lefties. Bullet Punch is super obvious here. Now, I've been making reads, so I feel like she's just going to Bullet Punch and play it safe. I'm just going to go with Max Attack. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Jolly just because the Ape. Bullet Punch doesn't do a whole lot to Stabilize, so I can recover, potentially. I definitely want to switch, though. So I am... This is a tough one. This is a tough call. I am just going to go into Vision. So I played last time. I think it's my play again. There's the BP. Now I can double out. I can double out predicting her to double. Or I can just straight up go for an attack. Which is not the worst play in the world. But if this thing does have Thunder Punch, and I lose my Slowbro right here, that could be bad. That could be very bad. Because then I wouldn't really have a dedicated switch to this thing. So I want to keep this thing healthy. And Regenerate is the way to do that. So, let's see. This is a tough one. See, I could slack off. Thunder Punch isn't doing like I think it's doing like 40%. So I could slack off if I really wanted to. But I don't really want to. What would be his switch? Would it be Rotom or Cryo? Probably Rotom. So I kind of want to double, because Thunder Punch isn't going to do a whole lot to Aki either. I'm going to double to Aki. There we go. We catch the switch to the Clefable. Excellent. We're almost at full health with the Rose Rate. That was huge. That was a big, big, big play. Because where is the Cryogonal at now? Cryogonal's at 60%. I kind of want to double again into the Infernape. Alright, so let's calm down. How much is a Fire Blast doing to this thing? So, let me see. If I double it to Infernape and let's just say she Flamethrowers. Clefable, Unaware. Fire Blast doesn't kill. Moonblast does a lot to me. I think, again, Seed is my best play here. I think Seed is just my best play. Getting some of that chip damage. Or I could Sludge Bomb. Hoping to catch a Poison. How much are we doing to Cryo? Let's see. Aki to Cryogonal. Two hits might take... I mean, if we get a Poison, then we definitely take it out. But that means we get... I'm going to Sludge Bomb. That means we would take damage in the... Damage as well. Which is not something I'm trying to do. I mean, it's a good battle. It's a really good battle. I mean, we're 31, about to be 32 turns in. And there's been one Mon lost. Ah, she caught me on the switch. All right. Okay. Um, I'm just sorry. I'm just checking my phone to see if my girlfriend's texting me. Because she's gonna be on a plane pretty soon. See what could I do? What could I do here? She could ice punch. I really feel like she's gonna predict the Metagross though. I feel like the Metagross prediction is not the Metagross, the Slowbro. I feel like the Slowbro prediction is super real and dangerous. I kind of want to go Sableye. Sableye can give me a decent kind of pivot. But I mean, Slowbro's so safe. Slowbro's so safe. See, I don't want her to psychic move either, because I don't want to go into Infernape in case she goes for psychic move. So I am gonna go into Sableye. See what she goes for. There's an ice punch. We don't get frozen. I can Willow or I can recover. I can Willow or I can recover. I feel like recover is my play. I need to keep this thing healthy for the Metagross. Recover is the play. I want to make sure that I'm healthy. Meteor Mash is going to do a lot, but if she stays in on my recover, then I can Willow next turn, and then she won't take me out anyway. So I think that's a really good. I think it's a good kind of scouting play because I'm getting health back no matter what. If she stays in, that's fine. I know that I can Willow next turn. She's probably gonna think that if I don't Willow now that I don't have it, which is a valid thing to think. There's the Clef. That's fine though, because I get health back. I'm gonna get more leftovers recovery, and I can go on a Roserade, who is at basically full health. I am just gonna go on a Roserade. I can take a potential flamethrower. There's a Wish. That's kind of dangerous. I'm thinking Cryo's coming in, because you're definitely not staying in. Because if I Sludge Bomb, then you're gone. I'm thinking Cryo's coming in, so I am gonna go into my Infernape, and we're gonna see what she wants to switch into. This is somewhat of a dangerous switch, and Moonblast does a lot. There's a Protect. Alright, I forgot that she had Protect. I should look at my notes a little bit more. But we do see the Wish. So we've seen her whole moveset. We've seen her whole moveset. Yeah. We've seen the whole moveset. Fire Blast isn't doing a whole lot, is it? Yeah, I just completely lost momentum. I can't believe I didn't think of that. It's alright, though. We're not in a super bad place. I feel like she's going to Protect. I kind of just want to double. I feel like Protect is the play. I feel like Protect is her play. I don't want to just reveal the U-turn. I want to catch her on that Protect, but she could also just Moonblast. So I feel like Aki is pretty safe, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Aki. There's a Protect, as I predicted. I could go for the Sludge, but I think Leech Seed is just the better play at this point. Whether she switches into Metagross or the Cryogonal, I think Leech Seed is just the better play here. I don't think she's going to stay in. Yeah, there's the Cryogonal. We missed the Leech Seed, which is awesome. Could go Frozone. I could go Weavile and Poison Jab, predicting the Clef. Because two knockoffs, I'm pretty sure we take out the Rotom. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Frozone. A double to Metagross is very possible. No, I'm gonna go Frozone because Weavile doesn't serve a huge purpose. With the Blacephalon being scarfed, Weavile doesn't do a ton because the Metagross has the BP, which easily takes me out. So Weavile is not like super critical to this game. Iron Defense. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. Have we seen anything else? Yeah, no, we've seen Iron Defense. That's it. I am very intrigued. We see Weavile versus a Cryogonal. We're going to go +2 defense. Knockoff still does a decent chunk. And I think that is my play. Yeah, we're just going to knock off. Because what's she going to do? If she switches, that's fine. I don't see why she would switch after setting up, which is why I'm knocking instead of poison jabbing, predicting the clef. But I mean, knockoff does 30, we'll say 44, 43. Poison jab will do another 23. There's the Weavile. So another knockoff is going to take that thing out. Would I be safe at a poison jab to the Rotom? Because how much did that just do? That did 29%. Let's take off the item. This looks about right. Poison jab is doing less. So I think knock is again just the play. There's the clef. Can't live a Moonblast. So I know I have to switch. I know I gotta switch. Can't live a Moonblast. So I just have to go Aki and potentially let her get some momentum. But I can't. I really don't want to risk Weavile like that. There's the Flamethrower. I kind of want to Sludge Bomb. She's been predicting the Leech Seed the whole time, or she's seen the Leech Seed the whole time. So I kind of just want to go for a Sludge Bomb. I haven't calculated how much Sludge Bomb is doing to this thing the whole time. Boom. Fable. Unaware. Sludge Bomb kills this thing. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Predicting her to read, to potentially read the double or the Leech Seed and stay in. Maybe go for another Flamethrower. She could also protect, but I mean, that just gives me more recovery. I don't really see what that does for her. This is a really good battle. She's definitely. She said her goal was to put up a good fight, and she's doing that. There's the Cryo. We get this Sludge Bomb off. No poison, which sucks. It really, really sucks. Frozone's been my play for the last few switches here. Frozone's been my play. So I'm thinking she's gonna predict me to do that again. Fire Blast is a good chunk. What if she's at +2 again? Does close combat still kill? Oh jeez, dude, I love Ape. I am just gonna double into Ape again. Let's see what she wants to do. Recover. Okay. So I'm very free to just close combat here. We see the recover on this thing as the last move, which was expected. You know, recover was expected. I could close combat, but that just brings in the clef. She could sack off the Rotom. She could go into Blacephalon. I don't think she's going to switch. I don't think she's going to stay in. I really don't think she's going to stay in. I don't think she can. Yeah. There's a Clefable. Now we just go back to that play. So, come on. I think I have to go Aki. Because nothing else does anything to this thing. I need to keep Aki alive, but I have to go into it here. And I really, really, really want to double. Predicting that freaking Cryogonal. I want to double. Alright. That's what we're going to do. I think I have to go Caesar, though, because I can't risk Frozone. Frozone's like the only thing other than Roserade that can take this thing out. I'm going to go Caesar again. Come on, switch. Yes, we catch the Metagross. Wow. Okay, interesting. We catch the Metagross. Fire Blast doesn't take this thing out. Well, that's if it's max HP. Hold up. Hold on. If it doesn't have any HP investment, we do take it out with Fire Blast, most likely. I feel like U-turn is still just a better play. I feel like she's gonna have Earthquake, and I feel like U-turn is still the better play. So I gotta play a little safe here. You know, I made that read, which gave me momentum, which was nice. If she doubles again, then we're fine. If she doubles again, I U-turn out, we get momentum, I can switch into whatever I want to switch in. If she stays in, then I just go to Slowbro. Or I go to Sableye, which actually might be a better play. Sableye's going to take... Alright, there's a Clef. So I just go right back into Aki. And we play this game again. Ugh! But I'm getting health back with Aki, which is nice. I think I'm going to Leech Seed this time. I really just want to Leech Seed this time. Yeah. I'm going to go for Leech Seed. Because it saps some health from Cryo. I can potentially get some health back on Ape or on Weavile. Weavile would be really nice to get some health back on. These people and their Discord notifications. And I have it right here, too, on my other laptop. So, oh well. This is just, it's such a chess match. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm pretty safe here with Aki. And the Leech Seed is just going to give me some more health back, which is nice. Excuse me. It's just such a chess match. This is really... It's interesting. Yeah, alright. Goes in a Rotom. So she's sacking off the Rotom. I'm intrigued. I am just going to Sludge Bomb. Because I just think it makes the most sense. There's a T-Bolt. And we get rid of the Rotom. So, Aki kills Rotom with Sludge Bomb. So we got rid of the Rotom. So it's like, it wasn't too much of a threat, but it was a threat. Now here, the Fire move is definitely incoming. And I want to go to Slowbro because I'm thinking that. Let me just mark down. Why would you have... Interesting. Thunderbolt and Volt Switch on this thing. So we got rid of the Rotom. Like, Rotom wasn't doing a whole lot. I keep getting pen on my hands. Rotom wasn't doing a whole lot anyway. But it was still a Mon that was there. So, I feel like the Fire move is coming. I have to go into Imagine, though. I can't risk Vision. I can't risk her potentially going for the Ghost move. HP Ice. Okay. That's fine, though. Because that means she's locked into it. We do outspeed. I feel like she's going to go for it again. I'm just going to Dark Pulse. I'm going to Dark Pulse and try to get off some chip damage. Because I'm not locked into anything. So we see the HP Ice. See the HP Ice. Wait, never mind. Okay, well, there's the Cryo. I don't know why I did that, because she's Scarfed. It's just Scarfed. Like, I could Draco and go to as much damage as possible. I don't have a switch into Blacephalon now, is the only problem. I don't have a switch into Blacephalon. So essentially I have to predict what it's going to go for and potentially sack something off. Is it worth just going for a Draco and letting this thing die? Is it worth just going for a Draco and letting this thing die? Yeah, it's some damage. It would give me momentum. That's true, it would do that. Why not? Go for the Draco. Get off some chip. There's the Freeze Dry. Gets a kill. So, Cryo kills Noivern with Freeze Dry. So I feel like now's the time to go Frozone, and now's the time to Poison Jab. Yeah, I feel like now is the time to Poison Jab. Oh man. She hasn't seen an item yet either, so she could still think I'm Z potentially. She could think I'm Z. I think Clef is the switch because Metagross doesn't want to get knocked off. Blacephalon doesn't want to get knocked off. This thing doesn't really want to get knocked off. She's got to go Clef. And even so, Poison Jab's going to do a decent chunk. I think enough where Knockoff will take this thing out. And if I can get rid of this thing, dude, we're in pretty good shape. Poison Jab does a good chunk. We get the poison as she recovers. Wow. There's an interesting play. There's an interesting turn of events. Not Choice Band. No. Here's an interesting turn of events. Knockoff kills this thing. Unless it's defensive. She can't go. She can't go Clef right now. Can she? She can't go Clef. She just can't. I'm just going to knock off. There's the Metagross. We get a knockoff off. We do a ton of damage. Wow. Okay. See, now I think I have to go Slowbro again. I think I just have to go Slowbro again. It's the obvious play, but I gotta. Or I go Caesar and really put some pressure on. But Caesar's still really nice for the Blacephalon. So I'm just going to go Slowbro. You know what? No. I think she's just going to Bullet Punch. Which leaves room for me to just come in an Earthquake with Caesar. That's what I'm going to do. Boom. Infernape. Bullet Punch. Now's my chance to Earthquake. Like, Earthquake, I just want to double check. There's that. There's Mega Metagross. Earthquake does enough. That BP did a lot. But I can EQ. There's a Clef. We do a decent chunk. Aki's the play. She's definitely just going to Moonblast. There's a Wish. Definitely going to see the Protect. Which there's no reason to do anything else. Oh, crap. She's going to go Metagross. She didn't go Metagross. Wow. I'm intrigued. Magico's useless here, but I don't know if there's anything else I should have put here. The Moonblast is coming. Go to Aki. Don't get a Spadef drop, please, or a Attack drop. Yes, alright. See, we're just back to this whole situation. Clef versus Roserade. If I was physical Roserade, the situation wouldn't be happening right now. We would have destroyed the Cryo. I feel like Seed is the play. If I was Scarfed Weavile, what would that have done? What do you mean? Bluffing this? Bluffing what Scarf? What? Why would I have been Scarfed? What does Scarf Weavile do for me? Like, it outspeeds the Scarf Blacephalon. It outspeeds, like, Scarf Blacephalon. But that's it. Okay. This thing doesn't have T-Wave either, which really pisses me off. This is tough. I mean, it's a tough battle. Like, I've kept the momentum most of the time. But it's a lot. I just gotta think a lot. A lot of plays need to be made. There's a Wish. I feel like that frickin' Metagross is coming. I feel like that damn Metagross is coming. I'm gonna do something about it too. We're gonna do something about that Metagross coming. She's not gonna Moonblast. There's no reason to Moonblast. Why would you Moonblast in front of a Roserade? Cryo gets the Wish. So now we're in an interesting position. Now we're in an interesting position. Because Sableye against Cryogonal. Knockoff does a lot. And I get rid of these, and I get rid of those lefties. I think, excuse me, I think that's worth it. We don't get frozen, we get the knockoff off, we get rid of the lefties. Goodbye leftovers. Now I feel like an iron defense is coming. It could just be another freeze dry. Okay, so let's go into Weavile. +2 on you. Without an item though. Knockoff's still doing it. Knockoff is still doing the work. So switch is definitely to Weavile. Get the freeze dry. We can't get frozen because we're an ice type. Knockoff's gonna do the work, and I think, oh yeah, poison jab is as well. There's no reason for you to poison jab right now, or no reason for you to. Just, well, hold on. Let's stop and think. So if I knock off, he goes to Clef. What's Clef at? Clef's at 84. So I could poison jab. Going into Metagross isn't a problem. Going into Metagross is not a problem for me. So I think poison jab is just the play. Yes, we get rid of this thing. Okay. Weavile kills Cryo with poison jab. This is a long battle. It's almost an hour long. Holy crap. Man. Alright. I mean, that thing is gone. Like, Roserade. I mean, Roserade doesn't run House Dynasty, but I still can't freely do anything just with Roserade. But it's just nice to have that thing gone. I don't have to worry about it. Sableye has a pretty good time now. Metagross is super weak. I feel like, yeah, there's the Clef. I feel like you're just going to Wish. And I kind of want to Taunt. Because what is Weavile doing here? So let's think. I feel like the Wish is coming. So I lose Weavile, but I get damage on this thing. I don't have a ton of offense left to do anything with that. So I feel like I still need this thing for Blacephalon. But I have Infernape. As long as Infernape's alive, I'm okay. How much did we do last time with Earthquake on this thing? 25%. So, let's see. Clefable, Unaware, Poison Jab from you. Why doesn't that do as much as I thought it did? 40 to 47. I really want to Taunt. I really want to Taunt. Predicting a Wish. But there's just no reason. I'm just going to Aki. There's a Flamethrower. Okay, I'm glad I didn't Taunt. I'm glad I didn't Taunt. We take that like a champ. Leech Seed is the play. There's another Flamethrower. It's fine. It's all well and good. We're eating these Flamethrowers for breakfast. I kind of want to double Seed. Predicting the Metagross. But if I do that, it's risky. I'm gonna double Seed. No! Okay, that's fine. That's honestly fine. Clefable kills Aki with Flamethrower. This thing's still a problem, though. This thing is a massive problem. I can't lose Ape. Ape wins me this game. I mean, because we kill Blacephalon, right? With Ape. We kill Blacephalon. Yeah, Earthquake destroys that thing. I feel like I can come and just Poison Jab. Well, what are you doing to... Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go to Vision. Because what are you going to do to Vision? I mean, I don't do a ton back to you. But, like... But what do you do to me? Is the thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to Calm Mind. So let's see. If I'm Mega Slowbro and a Blacephalon, let's get rid of the specs. I know we gotta get rid of the specs. Give it the Scarf. Shadow Bolt. If I'm at +1, Spadef. It doesn't take me out. I'm gonna Calm Mind. There's a Wish. And I'm gonna Calm Mind again. There's the Metagross. So we're at +2. This is the end. Scald does 50%. So 2 Scalds takes you out. The Clef is low. So Poison Jab into a Earthquake takes it out. Mega Evolve and Scald. There's the Clef. I Scald again. Oh boy. Dude, Slowbro. I love Mega Slowbro. Even Toxic is trying its best. Because Metagross, you can't switch in Metagross because it might get burned. It's going to take a lot of damage anyway. This thing dies. Blacephalon will die most likely. So, I mean, it's almost like something dies here. I think we're alright. I think we got it. I mean, obviously, I'm going to keep playing as if we don't. As if we, we need to win. Because we do need to win. But I think there's a Protect. That was a smart play. That was a smart play. But I can go for another Scald. Or I can Slack Off. I don't want to risk losing the, I don't want to risk the drop. There's Mega Metagross. I don't care if you, I don't really care if you get a Wish. Yeah, I'm just gonna Scald. Alright. So Gross kills Bro with EQ. Gross kills Bro with EQ. Let's see, how much are you doing to Sableye? Shadow Bolt is 81. So where are we at with Sableye? 68. That's not enough. How much does Infernape do to Metagross? Oh man. Earthquake does 36 to 43. So we need it low. Somewhat low. Sableye the play. I feel like I just go for a Willow. Because if he switches to Blacephalon, I can sack off the Weavile. Because the Weavile doesn't really have any merit in this game with the Blacephalon being Scarfed and the Metagross here. Knockoff isn't going to do a whole lot to Metagross anyway. We get the Willow off and we land. There's a Meteor Mash. We see the, so we saw the EQ on Gross. And we saw the Meteor Mash. So I want to see how much PP does to Weavile now. We landed the Will-O-Wisp. That was the most important thing. So if you're burnt, so I'm gonna give you max attack. Bullet punch does half, so it's a roll in his favor for the Weavile if it's max attack. His, her, whatever. Sorry. Sorry, Fuzzlekins. I feel like recovery's my play. Or I just knock. Or I just knock, predicting that thing to come in. Well, no, because I live... Yeah, because if I recover, I live the Blacephalon's attacks anyway. Yep, there's the attack boost. So now I have to start attacking. Now I need to start attacking, right? Yeah. We live, not another boost. We get a good chunk in. Oh man. This is it. I am so nervous. 36 to 43. Yeah, that's if you're max HP. Just say you're not. So let's actually calc that Meteor Mash. You're burnt. Meteor Mash. +1. 44 to 52. It did. That's a big roll. I don't think it has any defense. So Ape. If it's not bulky at all, might be adamant. EQ does 43 to 51. So I want to get a couple more turns. Oh, BP. Forgot about that. Gross. Kills. Sableye. With BP. It's gonna come down to rolls. Actually, no, it's not. Okay, so a bullet punch to Infernape here isn't gonna kill me. Now, hold on. A Scarfed Blacephalon. 516 outspeed. And the Earthquake is definitely gonna kill. What if, even if you're like max HP? Yeah, we still kill. So I could U-turn. Does 2 BPs kill me though? If 2 BPs kill me, then I'm screwed. I think. Max attack. How much did the other Meteor Mash do before that? Burned to Sableye. I think this thing's adamant. 32. Oh no. Probably not then. Might have just gotten some higher rolls. Because if you're adamant. Yeah, I'm gonna trust that roll. So to Infernape. If you're burned in +1, you don't kill me. You do max 20. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. So I am gonna U-turn, because then yeah. A U-turn, get that chip off. We let Weavile die. To the EQ. Oh, Weavile doesn't die. We get even more chip. Okay. You have to BP, but I'm not. It's not worth the. Yeah. So. Gross kills Weavile with BP. Ape comes in. We EQ. Ape. Kills. Gross. Oh, GG. Ape kills gross with EQ. Ape kills Cephalon with EQ. Oh boy. Oh man. All right. So we came away with the win. It took an hour and 10 minutes. Well, that's with the team builder part, but oh boy. Oh. He's right, if Willow misses, I do lose. Wow. I mean, I could have prepped better. I could have put more time into prep for these specific situations. Like I didn't plan for Quiralgonal as well as I should have. I should have had a better Rose Raid set to take on the team. Like a physical Rose Raid set might have been better. I know Rose Raid's physical attack is not good, but with how high Quiralgonal's special defense is, I think it might have made a difference. But I played super well. I feel like I played well. For what I had, I knew what my win cons were. I knew exactly how I needed to. I knew how I needed to win. I knew my win cons. I knew how to set up for them. I knew what needed to be gone for me to do that. So I'm very happy with how I played. Very, very happy with how I played. I played to my win cons. I mean, if Willow missed, I lost. Yeah, but Willow's what, 85% accurate? So 85% of the time I won that game. I'll take those odds. I mean, if it missed, it would have sucked. But you can't really call that hacks. You can't really call Will-O-Wisp hitting hacks, because like hacks is things that aren't likely to happen that do happen. That Will-O-Wisp is likely to miss, or is likely to hit. Pardon me. So you know, I had to go for it. I had to play to my win cons, and I feel like I did what I needed to do to win. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it if you guys stuck around. If you did, let's do this. If you stuck around, if you watched the whole entire battle, comment down below Ape, the number 4, and then MVP. So Ape for MVP. Comment down below if you stayed around this long. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, comment down below if you got to this point. Leave a like, subscribe. Again, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.